So, ladies and gentlemen, this person is part of a number of trivia questions. Who was the goalie that finally defeated the Montreal Canadiens for the Boston Bruins in the playoffs? Who was this guy? Name me one of the few goalies in the 1970s that was drafted by both the NHL and WHA and never made either league until several years later, actually 5 years later. And if this person is probably one of the biggest, who's the biggest money goaltender of the 1980s and not play for the Montreal Canadiens or the Quebec Nordiques, the Francophone money player? Of course, we're going to talk about the legendary Reggie Lemelin. Now, Reggie Lemelin was born November 19th in Quebec. 5'11", 170 pounds, not the biggest goalie, but he first came to major prominence, ladies and gentlemen, with 2 successful seasons with the Sherbrooke Castors of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. Over 2 seasons, he appeared in over 70 games, regular season and playoffs, put up some good numbers, and was known for his durability in key situations. He was drafted by the Flyers in round 7, 25th overall in the 74 NHL Amateur Draft, and 209th overall by the Chicago Cougars in the 1974 WHA Draft. Now, he ended up in the AHL program and the NAHL program for several years between 75 and 79, mostly for the Philadelphia Firebirds, who were an NAHL squad before they joined the AHL, or that version, joined the AHL in the 79 season. Now, he ended up under the Atlanta banner in 1979, played 18 games with Atlanta that year. Now, when the WHA merge occurred, he started to open out a little bit. Played only 3 games with Atlanta in 1980, split time with the Birmingham Bulls again, but the 81 season was a big breakthrough for Reggie. When Atlanta moved to Calgary, he saw the writing on the wall, and it became a big part of the Flames program for almost the whole decade of the 1980s. He helped Calgary get to the Stanley Cup final and pass Edmonton in the quarters in the 86 season. Put up some really impressive numbers for Calgary, would average between 25 and 30 wins a season, and again was a key part of the playoff team. He was sharing duties with Mike Vernon, and obviously him and Vernon were some of the best tag teams of Western hockey over the years. Now, his success in Calgary drew a lot of attention because initially he was splitting duties with Pat Reagan and Don Edwards, but eventually earned a starting job. In '84, he was named to the Canadian team that played in the '84 Canada Cup, and he had 2 contests in that match, earning a win and a loss. Now, the battle for number 1 in Calgary got very difficult, and he was eventually lost a job to Mike Vernon. He did join the Bruins for the '88 season, and later teamed with Andy Moog to win the Willing M. Jennings Trophy for fewest team goals allowed in the '89-90 season. But, helping the Bruins beat Montreal in that big '88 playoff, and he lost to Edmonton in the final in that very bizarre series where one of the games had to be postponed because it was tied 3-3 because of a power outage in Boston. Now, he had battled injuries throughout his career, and it eventually wore on him. By the 1993 season, he basically decided to hang the tools of ignorance up, but he remains as probably one of the most appreciated and respected goalies, because to be a decade or nearly a decade in the minors and to have a great career, of the goalies of the 80s and the early 90s, he was top 20. I'm still surprised that the Nordiques or Canadians didn't try for him, but the games he played in Boston, he became a folk hero. He never had a losing record, ladies and gentlemen, in Boston, in all the seasons he played. And I think Eddie Lebec from Cheers was kind of maybe based on him a little bit. Who knows? But some great totals in his career. He had played 507 games in the NHL, 236 wins, 162 losses, and 63 ties, with an .884 save percentage. A very respectable 3.4 into 5 goals against average. But that kind of is a misnomer, because some of these seasons with Calgary, these numbers were up. Now, he has done a lot off the ice as well, or off the ice and on the ice at the same time. He has been a goalie coach for the Philadelphia Flyers on and off for a number of seasons, including 98, 2000, 2002 and 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, Reggie, a beautiful family. He's been married to his wife Rona since July 1976, and they have two beautiful children, Brian and Stephanie. Now, the goalie coach for the Flyers, he was replaced in 2009 by Jeff Reese, and in the over the years, he has been an active goalie with the Boston Bruins alumni exhibition team, and he has also been active in numerous charity events throughout the years. Again, great totals. Funny he never played for Team Canada besides the 84. He would have been great for Team Canada at the World Championships. So, anyway, thanks for listening. Have a great day. Bye.